Good morning, everyone. My name is Friar Franklin Scapoli. I am a conventual Franciscan, and this semester I am doing my internship at St. Camillus. I was very excited to have been asked once again to reflect with you guys on today's gospel. Today's readings are an overview of all that has been happening so far. We are told that Jesus appears first to Mary Magdalene, and she becomes an apostle of his resurrection. She was the one that that Jesus had driven 7 demons, right? And that's why Jesus came. He came to heal. He came to save. He came to bring back those who are lost, but most importantly, to spread the good news of God's mercy to all of us who sometimes feel like we don't deserve it. Mary Magdalene is such a great example of that love and of that witness. And then she's told to go tell the disciples of what she had just seen, that she had seen the resurrected Lord. But she was not taken seriously. She was not believed. The resurrection is never easy to believe. It is, why? Because it is so extraordinary. And yet it is the cornerstone of our faith, right? Through the resurrection, we are shown God's love, God's mercy, and God's power. And even though the disciples, Jesus was probably disappointed and the lack of faith of the disciples, he still sends them out. He sends them out to the world to proclaim the good news. And this we find a message of faith, right? And the lesson, the message that we are all called to deepen our understanding of our own faith, right? We have not seen, but we do believe. And these disciples who have seen the Lord are now called to go out into the world and to bring the good news, the good news of God's mercy, the good news of God to all of us. And so, even though throughout these past few months, our faith has definitely been shaken. One could say that Easter was not the same. Easter this year was definitely different for all of us. And yet, Christ is risen. Christ is truly risen. And we, as people, are called to go out and to proclaim that to the world. We are called to go out and be living faith of God's victory over death. And let us all ask God the grace to be apostles of his resurrection. We are Easter people. We are people of hope. We are people of great faith. And so, even though we have not seen, let us continue to believe. And let us go out into the world and be missionaries. Let us go out into the world and bring that good news that Christ is truly risen. Hallelujah.